Yo, what's good, man? This is your boy at DFSMasterMind _ over on Twitter. Thank you for clicking on today's video. Today's date is still the 5th of April. I made a video earlier, early slate, man, it got rained out. That's okay. Early slate, yeah, got canceled on us. I just got done watching the early game, one of the early games, the Twins and Royals. And I decided to make this video, man. I was supposed to make it a little earlier, but I just got caught up in doing my research and watching the game. I took too long. But anyways, man, I'm here now. I'm finna go ahead and drop my 3 highlight hitters, my top pitching for tonight. But one thing, I want to talk about the slate in general before I get started. MLB, man, is really fun, man. It's really fun, and it's easy to grasp once you understand what you're looking for. It's just certain things, man. It's like any other sport. It's the more you know, the better you'll do. But if you just apply yourself, man, do some homework, look at these numbers, man, it gets really easy. And like tonight, a night like tonight, we got 12 games. It's so many options to choose from. There's no way that I can tell you to go all in on my plays because there's so many other options, man. You can look anywhere. I want to talk about I'm gonna give you 3 offenses that I really think are in really good stacking situations, man. I think starting off the Baltimore Orioles, I think they're in a good spot. Implied run total is at 4.4. Happ is a decent pitcher, man, but I think he can definitely get touched up. They got a lot of big bats, man. I think Trombone's in a really good spot. Manny Machado, Joey Richard as the leadoff hitter. I think he's in an excellent spot. Wellington Castillo for a cheap catcher, especially if you're playing on Fanduel DraftKings. Not so much. Yeah, man, I like their offense. Going up against a lefty, a decent ballpark, I like it. Another team's offense I really like is the Washington Nationals. I think they're in an excellent spot going up against Dan Strelly. They got 3 left-handed hitters in a row, man, and those are the guys that I want. Adam Eaton, Bryce Harper, and Daniel Murphy. Like I said, man, implied run total is at 4.8. A decent ballpark. I'm still trying to figure out all my stuff about where people play, man, about the ballparks. It's a learning process, but I know I wrote something down. Yeah, it's not too much. It's a decent. It's just decent. It's right. It's probably mid pack. It's not outstanding for pitching or outstanding for hitting. So it's, if you think you got some good talent, man, and I think Bryce Harper could definitely get one out the yard. I think Daniel Murphy could do the same thing. It's a lot of good plays in this game, especially on the Washington side. I do like D. Gordon for Miami though. I gotta get a couple. I need a couple more. I gotta watch Stanton. I gotta watch him swing. I haven't got to see him play this year. Before I start taking chances on his big bat, I wanna just make sure he looks okay. He looks comfortable. The only game with weather concerns is the Phillies versus Cincinnati Reds. I don't care. I mean, I like a couple Phillies bats. I really like Joey Votto, but there's so many games. I'm not even gonna risk it, man. I'm not even gonna take a chance. I'm gonna just avoid it. And we still got 11 games to choose from, so just keep it rolling. Atlanta versus the Mets. I think the Mets bats could get it going against their old teammate. Maybe they like Bartolo Colon. He's not a bad pitcher. He's not a good pitcher, but he's a game manager. I think he's not gonna do anything to mess his team up, and he'll try his best to not give up runs. He's not really a strikeout pitcher, but he tends to get a lot of ground balls. So I think, but he's not good, and I think the Mets bats could definitely get something popping. I think they're in an okay spot. Yankees versus Rays. I think this could actually be a really sneaky game, man. I like Pineda for sure. He has the K upside. Tampa Bay Rays, they strike out a lot. But on the other end, if they decide to click that night, they can hit a bunch of long balls, man. I think he has an okay matchup though. I think Pineda. I know they played plenty of times last year, but I honestly like him, man. There's a bunch of pitching to choose from, but he keeps catching my eye, man. His strike rate at the end of last year was very, very high. And he was starting to show signs of becoming that guy. So I'm gonna definitely take a look at him. Implied run total for the Rays is only 4.6, so that's not too bad. It's one of the lower totals, so I'm gonna definitely keep my eye on him. In the next game, Pirates versus Boston. Chris Sale, man, he's definitely in a good spot. Boston will be without Betts, but I still think Boston bats are in play, especially the number 2 hitter. I really don't know how to pronounce his last name. I don't know too much about him, but I know Boston is one of the more potent offenses in MLB, and he's batting second. He has to be okay. He has the handiness tonight going up against Jameson Talon. One thing I know about the pitcher is his hard hit rating at the end of last year was at 33%, and he has a very low K rate. This is just stuff I was looking at earlier. So I think Boston bats are definitely in play. No Mookie Betts, so Bogarts gets a higher spot in the lineup. I like it, man. I like the situation. I think they'll be okay. They'll definitely score at least 4 runs for sure. I don't trust the pitcher, man. I really don't. And then I'm not really gonna try to pick on Chris Sale because there's so many other pitchers out here that's not as good as Sale. So I'm not gonna force myself on these Pirate bats. No need to. Who else you got? We got Cleveland and Texas. This should be a pretty decent game. You got Danny Salazar versus Cole Hamels. Implied run total 4.3 to 4.3. So they see it as a pick 'em. I don't think I want too much, man. I think it has a lot of potential, but I respect both teams' pitchers and both teams' offense enough that I'm gonna kind of steer clear, man. Of course, I may have a one-off of like Santana or maybe an Odor. I can see that. Yeah, but I'm gonna stay away from this for the most part. I respect too many sides to have my dogs in that fight, man. So then we got Seattle versus Houston. Implied run totals for both of these teams 3.7 versus 3.8. You got James Paxton versus Charlie Morton. I don't know too much about Morton. I listen to Sirius XM, radio. I got the fantasy baseball channel and all that good stuff. Like when I'm at the crib, that's what I normally do, just have it playing. And one of the guys was talking about how Charlie Morton, how his fastball is looking a lot faster, and he came back from spring and he's looking like a beast. But that's one guy's opinion. I don't really know this guy. Maybe if I had more information about him, I'll let you know something. What I can tell you, at the end of last year, his strikeout rate was at 16%. So that's not the greatest. We can definitely find some higher numbers than that. So I'm gonna really steer clear from this game too. I mean, I respect both offenses. And if anything, I would target Morton because I don't know too much about him. So I would actually target him. I'd rather have Robinson Cano versus this guy, Cal Seager. all these left-handed bats, I would fire them up. That's just me speaking, though. It's a bunch of, like I said, it's a bunch of options out there, man. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. I got to get this out real quick. Next game, my favorite game, which was my favorite game last night. I was telling everybody, stack it. Stack it. It's going to be the highest scoring game. I did, and I ended up pretty solid last night. I actually won in all of my baseball tournaments. NBA, I did not win, man. I lost 2 out of my 3 NBA lineups. It's all good, though. But the Colorado Rockies versus the Milwaukee Brewers, man. Chatwood and Peralta. Chatwood is one of those pitchers. He just manages the game. He goes out there and he just tries to get 3 outs. Gets a lot of ground balls. But I think we can target him in this situation, man. I think I like the stadium, man. I really do. It's not Coors Field, but Miller Park is pretty decent for fly balls, home runs, doubles, all that good stuff, man. So I like it. I will be loading up this game once again. Yeah, I absolutely will. I'll definitely have. If I need a one-off, I'm going to this game, man, and I'm finding somebody, whether it's Travis Shaw, Ryan Braun, this Eric Thames guy. He's batting second. He's a left-hander, has a handiness. He's supposed to be a really big power guy. Now, I don't know too much about this guy either, but I would definitely have him tonight. Anytime I see a decent offense going up against a below-average pitcher, I'm down for it, man. I'm down for it. So I'm going to definitely be looking towards him. Colorado side, man, 1 through 6, you can fire him up. Even 7, Mark Reynolds too. Like Willie Peralta, he doesn't scare me at all. Now, he will have his innings, man, where he'll get 2 or 3 strikeouts. And it'll look like, oh, man, Willie Peralta's about to dominate. But he's not. Trust me. He's not. He's gonna give up the long ball. So yeah, I like this game again. I know it's talking about weather, but they have the stadium, the roof, so you don't have to worry about that. Last few games, man, we got the Giants versus the Diamondbacks. Matt Moore versus Taijuan Walker. Implied run total is 5 for the San Francisco Giants and 4-6 for the Diamondbacks. I like this game too. Very stackable. A lot of pieces that I like. Especially any of these cheap guys, man. That's what I'm looking at. The ballpark is a really good ballpark for hitters, man. More specifically, I could be a little more specific for you. Give me 1 second. I need to speed this video up before I go over the time. Both-handed hitters, man. Left-handed hitters, more for home runs. Right-handed hitters, triples. I like this game, man. You could definitely. I like Goldschmidt, Lamb, Pollock, Belt, Pence, Posey, Crawford, Nunez. You can take whatever you like. The last 2 games, man, we got the Angels versus the Athletics. I like Garrett Richards. I'm gonna take a chance on him. I don't really know too much about him, but I dug through some stats and I really like him tonight. Going up against the A's. I've been saying it for the past 3 days. I think it pays off tonight. And then we have Rich Hill versus I don't even know who this last guy is. Kai Hill. I don't know how you say it. The Padres. I think Rich Hill is going to be chalk, man. So I'm going to avoid that, especially in my GPPs. My top pitcher tonight is going to be this Richards guy for the Angels, and I like Pineda as well. My top 3 bats, I am rocking with Daniel Murphy, Ryan Braun, and who was my last one? And Wellington Castillo, the catcher for the Orioles, man. So that'll do it for me today. This is your boy at DFSMasterMind. Hit me up. Let me know if y'all need anything. Bless up. Cash out. Let's get it.